Okay, quick update. The last of couple of weeks has been incredibly intense. So I had to stop chemotherapy a while ago. I think a couple of months ago it wasn't really working, and I needed to find new treatments. And the side effects were just um, becoming too difficult to deal with. Yeah, I had like new side effects and worsening side effects. And anyway, so I'm recording this on Sunday, the 21st of July, and so Monday last week, the 8th of July, I was feeling quite unwell, but it was incredibly hot, and yeah, I was kind of a bit weak, and I thought maybe I was a bit dehydrated. And then on Tuesday, the next day, in the afternoon, I had to go to the dentist, and I went with a friend of mine who's a doctor, and so she noticed my skin was yellow, and after I had my dental work, she examined my eyes and saw that I had jaundice around my eyes. So she took me to hospital, the hospital that had previously had my chemotherapy at. So we got to hospital probably 5:30 in the evening. So I had to after 5:30. It's just for kind of emergencies. So I had a lot of waiting around to see someone. Had a blood test. The blood test showed my liver wasn't working, and so when I'd gone in, I thought I probably had heat stroke, heat exhaustion, something like that. Possibly food poisoning. Food poisoning is very, very rare in Japan, but does happen. So I just, wondered if I had, something like that. But then I had a CT scan that showed my bile duct is blocked near my pancreas. So that's causes fatal liver damage. It's incredibly serious, and that's why I had jaundice and that kind of thing. So I stayed overnight in hospital. It's a really rundown hospital. So hospitals in Japan are very good. This one is at the end of its life. I don't know how old the hospital is, but I think it's due to get demolished and rebuilt next year. It's a nasty place. I've been going there off and on for 8 years. This is my first time to be there as an inpatient. It was horrific. I didn't get a bed until 2:30 in the morning, so I was like sleeping. Kind of, I was like lying on the examination couch in the like little doctor's examination room, from basically 5:30 in the evening till 2:30 when I finally got the bed. So the next day in the evening, I had the stent put in. So I'm just kind of looking down at my calendar to try and get everything in order. So I had the stent put in to the bile duct. It's a plastic stent. It's about 9 centimeters long, and it is 2 French in diameter, which is a bizarre unit, and that means 3.3 millimeters. So like a flexible plastic stent. And I asked for a plastic one, not a metal one, because if I have a metal one, then I can't do I can't do the heat treatment to my abdomen. So I do this hypothermia heat treatment, and at the moment it's one of the only cancer treatments I can do. Yeah, the situation is extremely serious because I can't do chemotherapy or any other nasty cancer treatment with poor liver function. It's too dangerous. So I had the stent put in, spent a few nights in hospital, got out on Saturday the 13th. They wanted to, that was the earliest they would let me out, and they gave me some antibiotics to take home. So with the blocked bile duct, I got pancreatitis, so inflammation of pancreas, and also colitis, so inflammation of the intestine. So it's important to have like antibiotics and lots of painkillers and stuff. And then yeah, I seemed to get better for a couple of days, and then got worse again. On Tuesday this week, I went to a different hospital to look at getting some root canals done because chemo has destroyed my teeth. So I need definitely one root canal, but maybe 3 in total. So went to the dental surgeon at the hospital, dentist at the hospital. That was really good. And then I went to the immunotherapy clinic for consultation. And then I started to feel kind of unwell over the next few days. And then on Thursday, which is now only like 4 days ago, I had an appointment at the hospital I'm moving to do my next cancer treatment at. It's a hospital called Tokyo Medical and Dental University Hospital, and I thought they may be a bit more proactive about finding new treatments. So I went to see the oncologist, and I'd arranged to have, or my doctor friend arranged for me to do a blood test before seeing the oncologist. So when I saw the oncologist, he said, "Oh, your blood test shows that the stent is not working, so it's either moved, or they call it migrated, or it is blocked." So so this was now late afternoon on Thursday the 18th. So got on the train, went to the hospital where I had my stent, spent hours waiting and waiting, finally got to have the CT scan, talked to the surgeon who put in the stent. He said the stent was blocked or partially blocked, but the position was fine. If the stent's blocked or partially blocked, there's no way to like unblock it. You have to take it out and put another one in. So I'll probably have to have that done. The CT scan did show like a bit of air in the stent, so there is some chance that it will kind of unblock itself. I'll find out tomorrow when I go back to the same hospital for blood test and a consultation. Having the stent put in, it's done, like a bit like a gastroscopy, so a stomach camera. So they put something a bit like a stomach camera down your throat. You're not under general anesthetic, you're sedated. So they spray this incredibly nasty stuff into your throat, which is going to be a local anesthetic, so that when you wake up you're not screaming in agony. And then you're in the surgery room hooked up to all the equipment, and the last thing you hear is the anaesthetist saying to the surgeon, I'm injecting whatever it is, like 20 milligrams of such and such a sedative, and they double check everything, and then for me that's the last thing I remember. I mean, you're conscious throughout the procedure, and this one you're lying on your front with your head facing to the side, with like a big plastic thing in your mouth to hold your mouth open, and and then you wait. Then you wake up and you have the incredibly sore throat. For me, they didn't actually wake me up, which was kind of good. So they decided to let me wake up naturally. So instead of, I don't know how they wake you up, but maybe put a little bit of adrenaline or something. Instead of doing that, and sort of waking me up after an hour or something, after everything's over, I sort of woke up, 6 hours later or something. So I'll probably go through all that again. Well, no, I will definitely go through all that again, because if the stent is not blocked, if it's kind of unblocked itself now, then I'm still going to do the same procedure again, but this will be, instead of doing a stent, it will be to take a sample from the cancer, for genetic testing, to do a gene panel test. So so I'm super itchy. But one of the side effects of the antibiotics, and also a symptom of liver failure, is you get itchy all over your body. I think that's like the bile and the I think it's the bilirubin, which is some liver enzyme, I guess, that gets dumped out onto your skin, which is why you turn yellow, and it's unpleasant and itchy. And then the antibiotics I've been given, so the strong broad spectrum antibiotics, when I looked it up online, it's the same antibiotic you're given if you get exposed to plague or anthrax. Really nasty thing, causes horrible side effects, including just no sleep at night. You're kind of restless and uncomfortable. Of course, I've got abdominal pain as well from everything. So so that's about it. I mean, the only other scary thing is my blood pressure has been high this week. I am terrified that means there's cancer in, like, pushing on the portal vein in the liver. So I'm going to try and persuade the hospital to give me an MRI scan tomorrow. So hopefully I'll find out if that's the cause of the high blood pressure. Anyway, things are super bad, super scary. But I'm gonna keep going until the end, and try and keep making these videos. So thank you so much for your interest and following my saga. If you can donate or share the fundraising link, that is massively helpful. If you can click like and subscribe, if you can write a comment on the video, those things make a massive difference. I know they're annoying, but I mean, as long as you've got like a Gmail account, you don't need to like sign up to YouTube or anything. You can just hit subscribe and or hit like or whatever, or both. And comments are very appreciated as well, as are messages. Anyway, thank you so much for your support, and I think realistically this is kind of it. But I am gonna try and turn things around, and I'll keep fighting until the end. Okay, thanks a lot. Take care of yourself.